Let's get started to our chair yoga class, part of our Grow with GoGo series. Before we get moving, just a quick reminder of what else GoGo offers. So in addition to these classes, you can access rides, just like Jim was saying. You can access meals, groceries, medication delivery, and home services, all by calling one number. And that phone number is 855-464-6872. We also have a referral program. So if you go to the bottom of your GoGo receipts, there is a code. If you give that code to a friend, once they take their first service with GoGo, oh wow, this has changed. V, is this right? $30 in credit now? Let's see if is V here. Oops.
So, yeah, I did get that email that it was changed. I don't know if it's temporarily, but I got an email that it had been increased.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
V, you were
Mhm.
going to say something, V? Hmm.
That's crazy. That's 3 times the amount.
Awesome. Well,
That's
great. $30 in credit. Let's go.
Good deal.
Refer your friends.
the transportation thing is fabulous. I've used it in different cities. I mean, they're there within about 3 minutes. I can't believe I discovered this with GoGo. It's terrific. Just want anybody that's never used it. It's wow. So in Kansas City, Denver, I mean, even here in Aspen, they have it, GoGo. So
Amazing.
yeah, it is. It's wonderful. So anyway, that's just my little my little
Little
thingy.
plug.
My little plug for the day.
Great.
Our local transportation system that used to have some kind of interim, it doesn't anymore. They said you should try GoGo. We just
There we
learned
go.
about that.
That's
I
awesome.
enjoyed it for so much because when I had my operation and I didn't have anyone to take me to my doctor's appointment, and I found this, and it's beautiful. It really is. I'm glad I found it.
Oh, this makes me so happy to hear how everyone's benefit, or many of you have benefited from the services, especially the transportation ones. That was the first service that GoGo provided, and now slowly they've been growing and adding more things. Okay, we better get going because otherwise we won't get any exercise time. So quick reminder, we have a Facebook group. So if you ever want to share any of these things that you've just said to me out loud, you could go to our Facebook group and share that, or just connect with other GoGo members. If we haven't met, I'm Aedra. I teach the yoga class. I also teach the functional fitness classes here at GoGo. Our classes are on Wednesdays and Fridays. Let's see, what do we need today? You just need a chair. A sturdy, like upright chair would be ideal. If all you have is a rolly chair, fine, that's okay. But just know that you want to feel steady. So just try and find something that's safe and sturdy. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, one more thing before we get moving. We're Wednesday. We have a move of the week every Wednesday that you have to hold on to in your brain for a couple of weeks. Does anyone remember the chair yoga move of the week? So people who have been here, who were here like 2 Wednesdays ago.
Aedra,
Yeah.
it's ankle circles.
Oh, thank you, Carol. Yes, that
Did
is
you
correct.
forget?
Ankle circles. Did you do any?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I always do your movements of the week.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I sometimes think I just say it and they just disappears out into the ether.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm happy, and I'm also very happy that you remembered, because otherwise we'd be here for a long time and not get to move. Okay, I am done talking. Let's get going. So here in a moment, my screen will pop up nice and big for you. If it doesn't, you can adjust your settings. I think it will in a moment. So just wait 1 second. I'll move my mic and start getting adjusted. Okay, well, if my screen doesn't pop up nice and big, you'll adjust your settings. So you'll move your cursor to the top right-hand corner of your Zoom screen, and a box will pop up that says View. Pick Speaker View if you want to see me big. You can pick Gallery View if you want to see everyone else. All right. Whew. Have a nice seat. And let's move for a moment here. Take some circles with your torso. We're just settling in, just getting yourself settled. Circle the other way. And come to center. Let's do a few shoulder rolls forward. And a couple shoulder rolls back. Let the shoulders relax. Let's inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the ceiling, really stretching tall. Exhale, arms lower down. So you're just going to repeat this movement several times. Move at your own pace. So don't worry about my speed or anybody else's speed. Move at your own pace. So just a reminder that this is your time and your practice. So if you ever want to modify something, add something, subtract something, take a break, you are totally welcome to do so. Listen to your body, do what feels good. And then next time the arms come down, let the hands rest on your lap. We'll go ahead and close the eyes for just 1 minute. If you'd prefer, you can also soften the gaze to the ground if you don't want to close the eyes. So taking 1 minute to check in and notice how you're doing mentally. So what thoughts are coming and going? Are you in the past or the future? So you're just noting what's going on mentally. And then checking in physically. How is your body doing physically? Are there aches and pains? Are there blank spots? Areas of ease and comfort? Just take note. And then also acknowledge how you're doing emotionally. What feelings are present? So in yoga, we say, start where you are. And by that, we mean allowing yourself to be wherever you are that day, that moment. So as we move through our practice today, you might find moments of challenge. You might find moments of ease, and you're allowing yourself to be where you are in that moment. So maybe that means you make something more challenging for yourself, or maybe that means you slow down and back off. Allowing yourself to be at whatever level you are in this moment. Every day is different. You might see that with balance, right? You find that balance is easier one day and hard the next. We are always changing, adjusting, affected by our sleep, affected by what we've eaten, about our stress levels. So just know that the goal is not to be anywhere. It's just to allow yourself to be where you are in this moment. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose, fill the lungs. A nice long exhale. Again, one more deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or go ahead and open them. We'll begin to rotate the head nose. So you're turning the head right and left. So you're looking over one shoulder and then the other, moving at your own pace. And then begin to nod the head yes, looking up and down. And then bring the head back to center. We'll bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. So I'm mirroring you here. Just a gentle side stretch of the neck. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And then left ear to left shoulder. One more time. Right ear to right shoulder. Side stretch of the neck. And then left ear to left shoulder. And back to center. Moving through our spine, we'll move our spine and our arms. Feel free to just do one if both is too much. You'll inhale, lift the chest and open the arms out to the side and back behind you. So a little back bend. In a moment, I'll show you a side view. And then exhale, round your back and then bring the backs of the hands to touch, curving this spine. So just giving you here a side view. You don't need to move. Inhale, open up the arms, chest lifts, arms reach back. You're looking up maybe where the wall meets the ceiling. So at that kind of corner edge. And then exhale, round the back so the hands touch and you're curving your spine, dropping your chin, tucking your tail. Keep going. Follow your pace, your breath. So warming up the spine, moving those arms if that feels good. And then coming back to center, letting those arms relax for a moment. Couple shoulder rolls forward. Couple shoulder rolls back. Allow the shoulders to relax. You're gonna go ahead and give yourself a hug. Let's bring the right arm over the left and give yourself a hug here. So you're reaching back towards your shoulder blades. We're gonna inhale, twist the spine one direction. Exhale, twist the spine the other way. If the arms are bothering you, just twist without using the arms. So inhale, twist one way. Exhale, twist the other. And then come back to center. And we'll switch. So other arm comes on top. So opening up the arms, this time left elbow over the right. Same thing. Inhale, twist one way, maybe switch directions that you start with. And exhale, twist the other way. Maybe noticing if one way is a little easier to rotate. And coming back to center, release those arms. And we'll go into a little side bending. So we'll inhale, reach one arm down as you're reaching to the side, stretching the side body. You can keep your other arm relaxed, or if you want, that arm can reach up to the ceiling. So if you're mirroring me, right hand reaching down, left arm up, otherwise left arm stays down. And then move through center, switch sides. So we inhale into the side stretch. Exhale, move through center. Inhale into the side stretch. Exhale, move through center. Keep going. And then make your way back to center. Let's take some circles with your torso once again. Circle the other way. All right, and then coming to center, let's move our attention to our lower body. Let's move into some alternating heel raises. So toes stay down, ball of the foot stays down. We're lifting and lowering the heels. So the front third of the foot is touching the ground. The back 2/3 will be lifting. Trying to lift your ankle through center, and so not letting the heel kind of jut out to the side. All right, and then we'll move into some marching. So you can stay with the heel raises or begin to alternate lifting one knee and then the other. Trying to keep your spine upright. Just moving the legs. Just a few more. All right, and then let's go ahead and stretch the right leg forward in front of you. I'm just turning sideways so you can see. You can keep facing your screen. So stopping the marching, stretching that right leg forward in front of you. So we have a straight right leg and a bent left knee. We'll point and flex that right foot. So you're reaching the toes down towards the ground and then toes up towards the ceiling. Depending on if you're wearing shoes or if your ground is really sticky or not, you might need to bend the knee as you flex the foot, or you might be able to move the foot without changing the shape of the leg. Next time your toes are up towards the ceiling, go ahead and pause. Straighten out the leg if it's bent. So we have a straight right leg, a bent left knee. We'll inhale, lean forward. Feel the stretch intensify along the back of the leg. And then exhale, sit tall. So inhale as you lean forward, feeling the stretch. And exhale, sitting up. Keep going. Follow your own pace, your own breath. And then we'll go ahead and hold the stretch. So feel free to be in any position you'd like. You can be upright. You can be leaning forward. You're welcome to bring your left forearm to your left thigh if that helps. Maybe the right hand reaches down, or maybe you're bracing yourself onto using your hands on your legs. So whatever feels comfortable, holding the stretch. Thinking about keeping your spine nice and long, but if you want, you can let your head drop. So if you just let your head drop, you might feel a little bit more stretch. Jaw is relaxed, breath is nice and smooth. Go ahead and lift yourself back up. Rebend that right knee. Windshield wiper those knees a little side to side. And we'll switch sides. So left leg stretches forward, straight left leg, bent right knee. We're moving through the ankle first. So we're pointing and flexing that left foot. So toes reach down towards the ground and then toes up towards the ceiling. Keep going at your own pace. Next time your toes are facing up towards the ceiling, we'll go ahead and pause. And then moving in and out of the stretch. So as you inhale, lean a little forward. Think about hinging from the hips more than the spine. And then exhale, sit tall back away. So inhale, we feel the stretch intensify a little bit. And then exhale, we move away from the stretch. Keep going at your own pace. And then as you're ready, we'll go ahead and hold the stretch. So you can hold the stretch sitting tall. You can hold it leaning forward using your hands for support. You're also welcome to bring a forearm to your leg. So finding whatever is comfortable, nice, smooth breaths. Noticing how the stretch feels. Maybe how it might be different from the first side. Maybe noticing how the stretch changes the longer you're in it. As you're ready, go ahead and lift your torso up. Come on up. Rebend the knee. Gently windshield wiper those knees side to side. All right, we're moving to the standing portion of class. We're only standing for a couple of minutes, no more than 5 minutes. If you don't want to stand, please stay seated. Do a few stretches here. You can do some ankle circles, some leg movements, some spine twists, whatever you want seated. Or even trying to mimic some of what we're doing in standing in seated, because we'll be back to seated in just a few minutes. If you are up for standing, go ahead and come on up and make your way behind your chair if you can. If you cannot get behind your chair, you'll go ahead and find a wall or a table, something that you can hold on to for support. So it's just for some balance support. Let's take the feet together, or as close together as you can. So just depending on your anatomy, it might mean that your feet are a couple of inches apart. So take your feet close to each other and maybe allow your arms to relax by your side. If it's comfortable and if it feels safe, go ahead and close your eyes. And without changing anything, notice where you hold your weight on your feet. So we tend to have spots, maybe sides, that you like to stand. So maybe you have more weight in one heel or both heels. Maybe your weight is mostly on the toes, or maybe you feel it on the outer edges of the feet or inner edges. Just notice if you were to have a nice footprint of your feet on the ground right now, what would it look like? And start to make very small, gentle shifts to see if you can find slightly more even weight, front to back, right to left, inner and outer part of the foot. And maybe that feels awkward and uncomfortable. Just notice if you can sort of find a sense of that. Now we're going to shift our body forward so that most of the weight is on the toes without lifting the heels off the ground. The movement is really happening at the ankles, so it's the whole body leaning forward. You might feel your toes start to scrunch a little bit. And then come to center and let your weight lean back into the heels without lifting the balls of the feet. So the toes might lift, but I want the balls of the feet still down, letting that weight shift back into the heels. So it'll feel like you're about to fall back. And then come through center and move forward. So we're just moving forward and back a few times Thinking about the only hinge that's happening is really at the ankles. The rest of the body is staying relatively still and relaxed. So we're feeling that we have this ability to weight shift forward and back. And now see if you can find nice even weight front to back. So finding that spot where the weight is even forward and back. So heels and balls of the feet. And then allow the sway to happen side to side. So right and left. I'll just turn towards you for a moment so you can see that. So there's no side bending at the spine. The spine is staying still. And again, it's just a little motion at the ankles. Trying to keep that even weight front to back as you do this, which can feel hard, or at least I find that challenging. All right, and then come to center. Find that even weight front to back, right to left. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and reopen them. Feel that nice strong footprint on the ground. Hands on your support. You're going to balance by stepping the right foot in front of the left, like you're walking or standing on a tightrope or a balance beam. So I'll give you a front view. Right foot is directly in front of the left. Then from there, if you want more challenge, you're letting go with one hand. Or maybe you're holding on with just one finger. Or maybe you're there ready to hold on, hovering your hands above the chair. If this is easy, your next step for challenge would be to close your eyes. So we're standing on the tightrope, either holding on with two hands, one hand, one or two fingers, hovering, or eyes closed. So an option for everyone. One more breath here. Hands come back to your chair and we'll switch. So other foot in front. So finding that balance beam or tightrope. All 10 toes are facing forward if possible. Holding on with two hands, one hand, one or two fingers, hovering, or eyes closed. Hands back to the support if they've lifted. Let's walk back upside down L position. So walking your feet back until your heels are approximately underneath your hips and your torso is parallel to the earth. Spine is nice and long. If this is uncomfortable, your torso can be lifted. So you can see here, my torso is slightly lifted. Another option would be to have bent knees or a combination of a lifted torso and bent knees. So find what works for you. It does not need to look a certain way. It should feel good. We're looking for a stretch in one of two places, or two of two places if you can find it in both. Somewhere along the back of the legs, somewhere along the backs of the legs. You might also feel a stretch somewhere along the side body into the arm and side body. So if you can feel one of those, awesome. If you can feel both of those, awesome. If you can't feel one of those, see if you can shift around to find a position where you might be able to feel one of those. One more breath here. All right, and go ahead and lift yourself back up and we'll come back to seated. So take your time to find your seat. There is no rush. All right, we'll do a few ankle circles. The way we'll do this today is you'll lean forward, clasp the left, let's do the left side. We'll clasp the left shin with your hands and then lift the leg up. And then you can just use the weight of your torso to bring the leg up. I'll just show you a side view. So if you lean forward, grab the leg, and then you lean back with your torso, then your torso is sort of counterbalancing and your arms don't need to work so hard. If that's not working for you, just lift the leg up. That's fine. And circle the ankle one way. And circle the other way. And then we'll release the foot and we're just switching sides. Clasp the right leg, bring it up, or whichever leg you didn't do. You can use that torso to counterbalance. You don't have to use your arms so much. Circle the ankle. Other direction. And release, relax the foot. And we'll take our legs nice and wide. So we're going for a wide stance. Depending on your chair, it might be more comfortable to scooch further back on your chair or move further forward on your chair. So you probably won't be right in the middle. You're either going to scooch back or scooch forward. Make sure your feet are touching the ground. So if your feet are floating, I don't want that. That doesn't feel very safe to me. So adjust so that your feet are touching the ground. We'll lean towards that right leg. So the right palm can rest on the right thigh. You can stay on the hand. You could have your elbows straight, bent. You could bring your right forearm to your armrest if you have one, or forearm to your leg. Keep both of your hips grounded. So your sits bones are still grounded in your chair. You might already start to feel a stretch somewhere along the side of your body. You can stay there or start to reach that left arm out to the side, up to the ceiling, or all the way over into a side stretch, focusing your breath along the rib cage and the waist. Smooth, long breaths, keeping your hips grounded in your chair. Go ahead and lift yourself back up through center. Pause for just a moment. Feel the difference right to left. And let's go to the other side. So lean onto that left leg. You can be on your hand with a straight elbow, a bent elbow. Forearm can find your armrest if you have one, or forearm can find your leg. Hips stay down. Right arm can be down, right? So if this is better on your shoulder, leave it down. No big deal. Or arm can go out to the side, up towards the ceiling, or all the way overhead. Find what feels good. Smooth out that breath, unclench the jaw. And go ahead and lift yourself back up to center. Bring those legs back. All right, let's go ahead and bend the elbows into a W shape. So palms are facing forward, elbows are bent in a W shape. We'll inhale, reach the arms as high as you can. And then exhale, bend the elbows back to your W. So we inhale, spread the fingers, open the palms, reach as tall as you can, straighten the elbows if you can, and then exhale, we bend the elbows, make a fist. So inhale, reaching the arms up, exhale, bend the elbows like you're pulling something down. Keep going at your own pace, just a few more. Next time your arms are down, go ahead and leave them down. Let the arms relax. And we'll move into a figure 4 stretch. Lots of options here. Option 1, we cross the right ankle over the left ankle and let that right knee open out to this side. So we are trying to get this external rotation here of the thigh. Option 2, you're going to prop your foot up onto something, a stool, several pillows, a coffee table, something low. Option 3, we cross the ankle over the thigh. If you're somewhere between option 2 and option 3, something else you could do would be to sit up onto something higher. So if you put something underneath you, get your hips higher, like I'm doing here, putting a sturdy pillow under, it's a lot easier than if you don't have the pillow. So just know that that's an option as well, is to get your hips a little bit higher. I think I'll do that today. I'll go with the higher hips since I have this cushion here. All right, so this leg, this top leg, the knee might be lifted, it might be down. Doesn't matter as long as it feels comfortable and safe. From whatever position you're in, begin to take some small circles with your torso. So as you take these circles, you'll notice that the stretch changes. Go ahead and circle the other way. You might find spots where the stretch is really nice, spots where it's hard. And then find a position where you would like to hold the stretch, and we'll go ahead and hold there. So for me, for some reason today, it's sort of this lean to the side and slightly forward. Every day it's different, every one is different. So you might feel a better stretch going straight forward. That's kind of the common place. So just leaning straight forward would be the common place to find a nice stretch. Sometimes a lean back actually will give you a better stretch. So whatever feels good to you, go ahead and find that. And then come back up to center, gently undo your legs. You can use your hands to help you and shake it off. And then going to the second side. Option 1, cross the left ankle over the right ankle. Let your knee open to the side. So a big part of this is letting that rotation happen. Option 2, you prop your foot up onto something. You can prop it up onto some cushions. You could prop it up onto a table, a low table. A stool. Option 3, you cross the ankle over the thigh. If that feels like a little bit too much, go ahead and sit up onto something. A phone book would work really well too, as long as it's not falling apart. It'll just give you that nice height, or textbook. So whatever feels good. And then start to find those circles. Once you've found your position that's interesting for you or works well for you today, knowing that every day is different, find those circles. When you're ready, you can start to circle the other direction. Allowing the breath to be smooth. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and hold the stretch in whatever position feels good to you. So again, for me, I'm leaning slightly to the side. I have this tendency to feel like the stretch is better that way for me, but a lot of us, or a lot of people, find the stretch is better by just leaning straight forward. So find what works for you. Listen to your body, play around. Go ahead and lift yourself back to center. Gently undo the legs, shake them off. Readjust so that you're comfortable. And we'll go ahead and finish up with a brief meditation. So you can either sit back into your chair or stay forward. We're going to start by placing one hand on the heart, or one hand on the chest, and one on the abdomen. If at any point you want to put your arms down, that's totally fine. Go ahead and close the eyes or soften your gaze to the ground. Take a few deeper than normal breaths. And see what you feel beneath your palms. There's no right or wrong, you're just noticing. And then allow your breath to return to a normal depth and pace. But observe what you sense beneath your palms, the movement of the breath. So let go of what you've been told on how you should breathe. You're just noticing. There is no right or wrong. You're noticing, do you feel something beneath your palms at the abdomen? Do you feel something beneath your palm at the chest? And what does that feel like? If it's comfortable, gently allow your breath to slow down just a tiny bit. Feeling the body soften with each exhale. Keep the focus on the breath for the next minute, especially softening on the exhale. If you'd like, you can let your hands relax and drop into your lap. And then bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. Take a moment to check in with how you're doing. And then thank yourself for taking time to take care of your mind and your body. Deep inhale. Let it go. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for being here. It's a pleasure as always. So now at the end of class, we always leave a couple of minutes.
These are Amazon robots. So look at them.
Stare at them.
I don't know why
Oh.
I didn't.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Let me finish closing out class and then we'll open it up for questions. What was I saying? We have some time if you have questions about class, our fitness.
You understand what I'm saying? I think that if you're going to design a robot that is
I don't know. I think we're going to just keep everyone on mute for like 1 minute and I'll look at what's happening in the chat and what's going on. We have time for questions about class, not about GoGo. So if you have GoGo specific questions, the best thing to do would be to reach out to GoGo directly. Let's see, there's interference. Oh yeah, so someone else is getting interference and I'm getting that now. I wasn't getting it before, so I don't know what's going.
Actually, we're showing you these particular robots, but what we're talking about is a little different.
So yeah, Turid, I'm seeing that, yeah, whenever your sound goes on, I get interference. But once your sound is off, there is no interference for us. So I think there's something going on.
And the robot was training to ride in the back of Amazon's electric Rivians.
Maybe you have a YouTube.
Jump out to deliver packages. I'm just trying to.
Because that only goes on, that interference only goes on when you unmute yourself. I'm sorry. That's very frustrating.
I
But I
think
think
he,
you have a video going on in the background.
yeah, it sounds like you may have a video in the background, so I would check if you have multiple windows open, but because it sounds like you may be listening to some sort of news article or documentary or something. So it is definitely on your end, so I will make sure to check if I have multiple windows open.
Thanks, V. Yeah. It was weird. It was like, oh, when I was trying to talk and all the sound too. But yeah, that wasn't happening for anyone else, I don't think, during class because everyone was muted. Oh, I'm seeing some nice Annette saying she has to go, no problem. Elizabeth, you're always feeling great after class, thank you. And Sonia, namaste. Miss Chloe, you said you have a question. Go ahead, you can unmute
Yes,
yourself.
good
Put it in the
morning,
chat.
beautiful.
Hi,
Yes,
good morning.
good morning. I have some issues with my knee with arthritis, and I noticed, is it normal for when I put my right foot over the leg there when you just kind of like put it over there or either on your other leg, but I put mine on the across in the other one on the left side there. And I've noticed some popping. Is that okay or what, Andrea?
That's a great
Adria.
question. That's a great
Yes,
question.
please.
So popping, and I think you were talking about the figure 4 stretch, right? This
Yes.
one where we cross the ankle over the thigh. Yeah.
Yes, and I usually do mine on the floor. I mean, over the foot there. Correct,
Right.
correct.
Okay. Yeah. So my knee pops sometimes too when we do that. So popping
Yes.
is generally okay if it is not painful. Oftentimes popping is a ligament just kind of brushing over a bone.
Okay.
Um, so a little bit of popping is fine. If it is painful, then it's not okay. And then we have to adjust and change how you get into that position. So it might be that you don't cross right away and you sort of try and turn your thigh out and then slowly slide it across.
Okay.
So that would be an option if the popping is bothersome.
Yes.
But a little popping is fine as long as it's
Okay.
not chronically popping all the time with everything that
All
you
right.
do.
I just wanted to make sure because I got a little arthritis. I thought maybe, okay, maybe I need to answer this. Well, thank you, beautiful. I enjoy the class as usual. God bless you. Have a great day. Everyone be
Thank
blessed.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Aedra, are we going to have a move of the week?
Oh, thank goodness for you. I was just so distracted at the end that I had just forgotten about the move of the week. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a move of the week. Since we talked extra about it, let's do figure 4. So let's have figure 4 be our move of the week, right? And that's all of those different options. Ankle crosses over, ankle up on a stool, ankle over the thigh. You could sit on a stool. Figure 4, whatever variation you'd like, write it down. Wow, I think I'm having one of those days. Write it down. I'm going to write it down. Otherwise, I will forget. And try and practice that until the next Wednesday yoga. So figure 4.
And
Joel,
I
I
do
see
have
your.
I
Oh,
do
go
have
ahead.
a question also.
Yeah.
When we do the one foot in front of the other foot on the balance beam,
Mm-hmm.
when I close my eyes, I tend to shift to the right or left. Is that normal or is that me?
It is normal that once you close your eyes, your body starts to shift and find that balance is more challenging. So it's not you. Maybe it's specific to you that you go right or left. Some people might find right, left. Some people might feel like a falling forward or back.
Okay.
But it's not you.
I have left this vestibular issues. I have crystals every
Mm.
once in a while. So I was wondering if that was what was causing me to do that.
But is it always to one side?
No, it's to both sides. It can be to one side, I open my eyes and I grab on, and then I close my eyes again, and it could be to the same side or the opposite side.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, our vestibular system is so tied to our balance that it could be related.
Right.
So if you've done those maneuvers before where you're like,
Yeah.
you could go back to doing those to see, but it might be unrelated.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jim, I see
See
that
you
you have
next
your,
week.
see you next week, Carol. Jim, I see you have your hand up, so you can unmute yourself if you'd like.
Yes, this was my first. I felt muscles I hadn't felt in a while. And in tendons, I've got uneven legs because I had my hip replaced and they made the piece too long. So
Ah,
when I have to stand, I have to put my shoes on because one has a lift in it. But otherwise, I did all the rest of them, and uh, and I feel energized in a way.
that's great.
And I'm looking forward to next Wednesday.
Awesome. Great, Jim. Thanks for sharing. Just a reminder though, so on Friday, this Friday will be functional fitness. Because we like to make things very complicated, next Wednesday is functional fitness, and then next Friday is yoga.
Oh,
We'll share, yeah, so we swap. So every other Wednesday is yoga, every other Wednesday is yoga or functional fitness, and then same with the Friday. We'll share the calendar in the chat here in a minute.
okay, that's okay. Because for right now, I think I've read both of them. I think I'm going to stick with the yoga for a while.
Okay, great. So then our next yoga class will be next Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday. Great. We have to close out here in about 2 minutes. So if anyone has a very brief question, you can ask now.
Somebody brought up balance issues. I just wanted to say that a lot of people who are totally blind, for instance, as a result of certain eye diseases later on in life, they develop balance issues, amongst other things. So that's another thing to consider too. Not everybody walks a perfectly straight line, and that can be evidenced by simply, if you're brave enough, and you better have somebody with you when you do it, but if you're brave enough, put on a blindfold and have somebody video you. And this right here will prove my point.
That's so true, is we rely a lot on our vision for balance. Our balance is not only that physical awareness of our body in space and our vestibular system, but also our visual system gives us cues to where we are. So that's a very good point. Thanks for sharing.
Also, your hearing will throw off your balance if your ears are stopped up. If you're like me and you have major problems with wax buildup in the ears, that will throw off your balance big time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Alrighty. I better let you all go. Thanks so much for being here and sharing. I love getting to chat with you and hearing about just everyone's input and experience. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Maybe I'll see you Friday. If not, I'll see you next week. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you next time.